Okay, we are right here. This is our entrance, and these are all trench burials. All right, let's go check it out.
Okay. Okay guys, we're over still in Andersonville, Georgia. This is the Civil War National Cemetery and quote National Cemetery for the newer military. As you can see, the Civil War grave numbers by location and section. So 1 through 2,645 is in K. K represents Union burial trenches. These were mass graves.
Right, so those were trenches, not graves.
Right.
That they were thrown in there,
yeah.
And they put headstones. So J and K.
And E and
F.
And H.
And H. And it says here in 1861, 2 generals' orders were passed by the War Department stating that the land would be set aside for those who died in the service. In 1865, Clara Barton raised the United States flag over the cemetery. The site is dedicated.
So right now there's 13,872 Civil War graves just in this cemetery alone.
Yeah, wow. Wow. But yeah, these are trenches, and we're going to take over there. We're going to take a little drive, but it is, we'll try to videotape while we're driving, but it's big. It's huge. It's huge. I mean, they do offer you a 30-minute CD or an SD. And you can listen to
it while you go through the
while
cemetery.
You're driving. Yeah, it's a 30-minute audio. But yeah, this is how it was in the beginning. So if you scratch that other map out, this is basically what it was. Is they threw bodies right in a trench.
And it didn't matter what religion you were from.
Yep.
You just went in the trench.
All right. And as you come in, you'll see they have a beautiful statue. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoner of hope. And you will see all that right there. All right. All right, let's go.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, and this is right here is what, J?
This is K on this side right here.
Okay, and that's where we are.
J.
We came in, car. And you said, what's there? That's J?
J is on that side.
Okay. All right, and it says right here, the prisoners' headstones are only inches apart as the death rate of Andersonville escalates to 100 per day. Officials abandoned the use of pine box coffins and the bodies buried shoulder to shoulder trench. At first, only number stakes mark the prison graves. The dead might have remained unidentified except for the efforts of Dorrance Atwater, a former prisoner. So that's what it was. You just thrown in like that, basically, and this is it. Yep. So this here, and one thing I do notice is that this dirt is higher. It's real high. It goes up.
Well, I guess it would have to be.
So literally.
At least they marked the state, at least to where, well, some of the names are on them.
Yeah, some of them are unknown. Indiana, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on this side real quick, where it's more shadier. So just imagine all along here. And if I can just get this camera down just a little bit, I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but I mean, it is a mound. But literally just picture bodies thrown into here, and they just put the headstones like that because there were so many. And this is 4,170 Tennessee.
100 a day, and they had 13,764 total.
Yep. Within
3 years. That's a lot of bodies.
Okay. All right. Well, let's We're gonna drive and stop and drive and stop.
Yeah.
Let's go. And we did notice on one of this has a date on it, July 30th, 1864. Where a lot don't have dates and some say unknown.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, look at the ground. I mean, you can see like,
hill. It's
yeah.
massive.
All right, let's go. Okay, and it says right in here in 1867, someone photographed the markers.
Yeah.
Or the headstones. In this photo, they are in wood. And then in 1878, they were replaced by a marble headstone. And this is the most massive Union soldier burial site cemetery right here in Andersonville. And these are all were thrown in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's check out that statue. Now this is an Iowa statue of the unknown. Their names are recorded in the archives. And you can see in the background there's going to be white newer ones. So that's from anything probably from the Vietnam War to present. And all here is all the new section, World War II,
Persian Gulf,
Persian, Vietnam, and then of course you have all your Union soldiers here. Alrighty, and this is one for the state of Illinois, erected. Okay, and it's just showing that in 1911, New York erected a monument dedicating the soldiers here. Very beautiful. And these are a lot here, in this section here, again, is the newer ones. And as you can see over there, the one headstones that are all massive together, that's where they just threw them into the ground like that. And then we got this side over here. Okay, and this is the New Jersey one.
Yep, yours home state.
Yep, New Jersey. And one thing we did notice that all the monuments say death before
Dishonor.
dishonor. And then we got another one back here. All right, and this is the Connecticut one.
Yeah.
And this cemetery is huge. This has got to be the new section here. I mean, it goes all the way down there, all the way across. Again, there's only 3 sections here that have the massive burial.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have another one in honor of all the Americans a prisoner of war. Okay.
All Americans held as POWs in European theater.
And here we're more into the newer sections of it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the other side and see what that one is. All right, and then we have an Indiana one. Another dedication. And then we got some people here. Now notice on the back side they have names on them. That's usually your spouse's name, your child's name.
Yeah.
And then you have the front side. U.S. Air Force, World War II. Okay. Okay, we've made ourselves to the main one. And then, again, a lot of these are the newer. And then we go right back into the massive grave of the Union soldiers. And it's hard to tell. I don't know with a camera. But I promise you, if you look at the difference between the new side and the old side, you could see a hump. I mean, literally.
Yes.
A division. I mean, that is so uneven. And yet the newer side is so smooth and evenly.
Yeah. You really don't have to worry about picking up your feet. You just go with the flow.
Yeah. And this is the other section. Again. 10,013, New York.
Yep.
Unknown, 10,011. Michigan, Indiana, USA, Pennsylvania, U.S. soldier unknown, and it just keeps going on. All right. I mean, right here in this one section, it goes down like this, and then up again.
Yep.
All right.
You see that.
Alrighty, as we're heading towards where they have the services, you can't go that way, but that's where they would drive up the procession. Right up there, and that's where the services will be held. And as you can see, they have the chairs. And this is where you would be sitting. And this is where the casket would be. And then you can outsee the whole cemetery. Very peaceful. Okay, the unknown soldier. It says the Union dead in this section did not die in Andersonville prison. Buried in the haste on the battlefields of central and southwest Georgia, many of these soldiers were never identified. There was no system of military dog tags. A memorial at the north end of the drive honors all unknown in this cemetery. 12,920 who died at Andersonville. Only 460 have graves marked unknown soldiers. So these are a lot of unknown soldiers here. So other than the massive graves where all the headstones are together, that is all from the prisoners
here in Andersonville.
Andersonville, right. All these other ones in this section here, they just died in Civil War, and that's the state of Minnesota right there. All right, so basically all those is the Union from the prison camps, and when you come in from the prison camps right there, and that section right there, that's all from the prison camps, Andersonville. All those prisoners, boy, just captured, and we're just set to die. All right, let's go towards the end, and this should be it. Okay, and here's a monument erected by Pennsylvania. And they got a nice, what kind of tree is this?
Magnolia.
Big old magnolia trees here. Yep. Big old magnolia trees. It's a beautiful section here. All right, let's see what's down here. All right, this is beautiful. I guess that's how it looks like when it opens. Alrighty, as we go through the magnolia. Again, these are the Union soldiers that died in Anderson prison. And they were just thrown in here side by side, shoulder to shoulder. Okay, one thing we did notice is that some of these, Major General Josh O. McGoran, Chief's Signal Officer, these headstones just happen to be different. Mary Nathan Fellman, Bomb, PFC.
11 months, 11 days.
Yeah, this is a baby. So there are just about 4 or 5 different ones. Okay.
Died in 1899.
As you can see, we're in the back end, which is the final of the cemetery. I just want to show you that, you know, these walls are original from the period, but look at the grass just not being cut. So if you place yourself back in that time, this is what it looked like when these people literally were fighting in this war. And that prison, just imagine the prison is not even less than a mile from here.
It's only blocks.
Yeah, it's only blocks. So let's see what this is. Should be the thing for the unknown soldier.
For the unknown soldier.
Yes. All right, and then this is the final spot. It's a dedication to all the unknown soldiers for anywhere. All right. Anything you'd like to say before we leave?
Well, I hope y'all learned a lot, because we sure learned a lot. Thanks to PBS. Or otherwise we wouldn't have found this place.
Definitely wouldn't have.
But it is an amazing sight to behold.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of history.
A lot of history.
All right, well, until our next video.
See ya.
Peace.